Who in your life just left? When the breathing of your husband ceased, the beating heart in your womb stopped, when the beep of your grandmother's monitor became a flatline tone, what happened in that moment? Death is hard for us to face, especially when it seems like the ultimate end. But what if death were more like the end of a movie before you put in the sequel, rather than the dead end of a long road? Look at this scripture from the book of Hebrews, chapter 9 and verse 27. Everyone must die once, and after that be judged by God. Oh, how we'd like to change that verse. Just a word or two would suffice. Nearly everyone must die, or everyone but me must die, or everyone who forgets to eat right and take vitamins must die. But those are not God's words. In His plan, everyone must eventually die, even those who eat right, take their vitamins, or wear their masks during the COVID outbreak. What will happen to you during your final moment? Barring the return of Christ, you will have one, a last gasp, a final pulse. Your lungs will empty, your blood will still. When asked the question, what will we be after we die, the human race has conjured up many answers, but Christianity posits a wonderful, surprising idea, and that is this: what you had before your death, you'll have after your death, only better. Much, much better. It says you'll go to paradise, heaven, not home yet, but paradise. Upon the return of Christ, you'll receive a spiritual body. You'll inhabit a restored universe. This is the promise of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 54. Do you know this verse? Death has been swallowed up in victory. Now we believe this promise because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yes, the resurrection changed everything. Had the body of Jesus decayed into dust in the borrowed tomb, well, this would not be true. But His resurrection is the picture and promise of our own. Because Jesus was victorious over death and the grave, death is no longer the end. In the book of Revelation, Jesus says that He now holds the keys to both death and the grave. He said, I am the living one. I died, but look, I'm alive forever and ever. And behold, I hold the keys of death and the grave. In other words, He set us free from its power, its hold on us. Death no longer has the final say. The one who defeated the grave defeated it for us as well. Death is no longer something to be feared. Jesus has won the victory. It is simply the end of the first movie before starting the sequel. A timeout, if you will.